everyone, and welcome back to Night Combos. We told you we'd be back, and we're about to show y'all Kenny Boy, and Gyp's mugshots. We're just kidding. But we are going to show you what looks like their mugshots, and then we're going to talk about it. And we're also going to talk about this little interview podcast of hers that she's doing now with Ken. And this is the same podcast show she went on with Ryan when she was first released from prison. So we're going to show y'all that, and we're going to talk about it. But we just wanted to say real quick, we have 1,147 subscribers. Y'all, that's so amazing. And we thank y'all so very much for it. All of the subscribers that have been with us from the beginning, and all of our new subscribers, everyone that's been with us, this whole time. We thank every one of y'all so very much. We appreciate y'all so much. And we appreciate y'all watching our videos. We're so glad that y'all enjoy them. And we hope that y'all continue to enjoy them. So thank y'all so much for that. And if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Do all the things. And we're about to start. I'm going to show y'all this video real quick. Hubby's here too, but he's kind of laying back. He's not feeling the best at the moment.
I'm here.
But here we go. Okay, y'all seen that, right? Like, it literally sounded like, I don't know, like, to me it sounded like bars clinking together, like they were being...
it was definitely the wrong kind of music.
Right? Like, the wrong soundtrack for that, but it literally sounded like that, and it looked like they were getting a side profile, like, mugshot done or something. But anyway, let's talk about this a little more. I want y'all to notice something because it brings up a comment that I'm going to show y'all in a few minutes, or that we're going to show y'all in a few minutes. Oh, sorry. This right here. And we're not trying to debate it. We're not trying to debate whether Gyp is or isn't pregnant. In my opinion, I'm kind of leaning more toward, in my opinion, it's a sad thing. See, you've done changed.
Well, I seen the pictures. So.
I was leaning more toward, this whole time I've been leaning more toward she's using this fake baby bump, or either, she wasn't, or either she was and she wasn't showing yet, so she was using fake baby bumps to make her look more pregnant than what she actually was, or something. And then I started leaning more toward maybe she is sadly pregnant. And right now we do think that, or I think that would be a sad situation now. And y'all hubby had been saying this whole time, I don't know, baby, I think she probably is. And now he's saying not.
Well, from the podcast, you can tell her stomach just looks way too flat.
He just switched up on me. Like, I was not expecting you to do that at all. Anyway, we can go through the comments here. I'm not really going to take on time doing that because it's just, her bots and her supporters and things like that, some people are saying, like, dang it, sorry, y'all. I can't stop laughing. LOL. Can't wait for this villain files. Because that's what it's called, Vile Files. But this person said villain files. But that is like a good, name of a podcast for Gyp to go on, the Vile Files, because she's vile. And then y'all see where Krusty Christy right here has to be going to be interesting. She had to pop in and say something, and Gyp hearted the comment. And then someone said, yup, the lies. And someone said like 1,000,000%. Yup, with lies. Y'all see people LMAO and all that. What is this all about? What is going on? And then people saying, girl, I can't wait. Gypsy, you're slaying. So, and just those same repetitive comments that's on all of her social media. And, oh, early. Why am I this early? Blah, blah, blah. It just goes on and on and on. Hi, Gypsy. Can I please get a hi? Can't wait. Thank you for letting us into your life. I know sometimes it's not very easy. Katie, Miss Ma'am, you do not have to thank her because she's getting paid for every last bit of this. And people like you are throwing money at her. You need to stop it. Stop it.
People go sit down somewhere.
If you don't stop using my brain, quit making fun of me. And then someone says, how am I this early? Like they're so excited. It's ridiculous. And someone said, who the heck knows? Early 6 minutes, and then someone's like, here's a cookie. Early by 3 minutes. And again, that same person said, here's a cookie. I find it funny. But anyway, those are those comments. But we're going to show y'all some more interesting comments over on her Instagram. But let's take a look at her next video that she has on her TikTok. Before I show y'all the next video, I just wanted to show y'all this. You know, on the last video that we just posted a little bit ago, we were showing y'all this right here, the repost, the Gyps repost on her TikTok. And you can see here that the Brie video that we showed y'all in the last video is gone. That's what I was telling y'all in the last video. When I went on to Gyp's social media, when I went on to Gyp's TikTok to look at it, I had hubby's phone, I was using it, so I went to look at it for a second, and then showed him, I was like, look, the 3 videos are still up, but if I go on it on my phone, on my account or whatever, it's not there, which is pretty weird. But these are those 2 videos we told you we were going to show you. They're only a few seconds long.
You know, I really hope she plays Hot to Go. Or maybe she's going to play Bow, 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 Bow. Let that coochie breathe.
This is a Gypsy Rose Q&A panel.
Y'all see how her PR team, it seems like, kind of set it up to make it look like it was a huge auditorium or something like that. It really wasn't that big.
You know,
Anyway, here's the next video.
I hope she plays Hot to Go.
This is Gypsy Rose at SF State.
I don't know what they're talking about.
It's a song.
And that's something
Yeah, but
to
she's
not
gonna
take
play
for
it.
granted. I have a choice now to make myself into whatever I want to be. And that should go for everybody. You're not defined.
So she's finally posting a little more information other than the question that was asked of her about the Menendez brothers when she didn't know what to say and had to keep it all about herself because, again, we think that she'd be jealous if the Menendez brothers got out because the spotlight would be on them, which I don't know. And I think that they would probably, go sit down and be quiet somewhere. They wouldn't want to be all over social media and writing books and doing movies and this, that, and the other. I don't know. Maybe they would. But either way, all the attention and the spotlight would be on them. And she's already losing followers. Her, social media is already going down the drain. And she's so scared of that she doesn't know what to do. She's trying to rebrand herself. But every time she rebrands herself, it just gets worse and worse and worse. But I wanted y'all to hear like what she's about to say here.
To go.
This is Gypsy Rose at SF State.
We have choice in life. And that's something to not take for granted. I have a
You got that right. You had a choice not to unalive your mother, and you chose to do it anyway rather than to go to the police, which was one of your plans, which was testified about in court. You testified to it in court, Gyp.
choice now to make myself into whatever I want to be. and that should go for everybody. You're not.
You shouldn't have that choice, in my opinion. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, you could make yourself into whatever you wanted to be. But we see that you're not going to do that. You're not going to do anything good. The only thing you want to be is a celebrity and famous and have a lot of money in your pocket. Never gonna happen. Boo. You're always gonna be infamous for unaliving your mom. Sadly, if you do bring a child into this world, sadly, that innocent child is going to have to deal with the repercussions of what you did. And you don't even know how to handle that because you didn't mature enough or get enough therapy or anything before you were out there hopping off of one D and hopping onto another one to get pregnant.
Defined by your past, your status, or anything else. You can choose.
No, you are defined by your past, Miss Ma'am. Yes, you are. You absolutely are defined by your past. Yes, you are.
I hope she.
We can scroll through these comments a little bit. People saying, excuse me, what? When was this? Wait, what? She was on campus. Why did no one tell me? And nobody told me. Gypsy in San Francisco. I'm so mad I didn't know. I mean, it's just all of her supporters, bots, and her PR team. And somebody said I was going to tag you just now. You didn't miss anything but hearing lies and her word salad, which is true. You didn't miss any. I mean, nobody probably missed anything other than her lies and her word salad. That's it. That's all she can ever come up with is dang word salad.
Yeah.
And keeping everything on herself. She reposted, someone said. How did I miss this? Oh my God. No way. This is ridiculous. And then somebody said, bruh, what the F she doing here? I was like, wait, have I been in that hall like 12 years ago? Oof. I mean, really, y'all, get over yourselves. Daggone, y'all, get over yourselves. I was waiting to see a video about this. When, where, what the F? And why was I not alerted of this? What? LOL, what? I missed this. All of that. Anyway, we're not going to take a bunch of time on that because it's just her supporters going on and on and on with that. Okay, so now let's take a look at a little clip from this podcast she's going to be doing. And just to let y'all know, just as soon as it's posted, we will be doing a video about it so that y'all can see it and also hear our thoughts and comments and opinions about it.
This is where I changed my mind.
Yeah, because y'all seen what we pointed out in the video that was, right here, that second video. And then look how she looks in this podcast.
Confession. When we were with you last time,
Oh.
couldn't help but wonder if
I
you
keep
still
missing
had a flame
it.
for Ken. You were in a different relationship. A lot's happened. Even on that episode, Ken got brought up a little bit. What prompted you to reach back out?
I did not expect the
I'll get it,
pregnancy at
y'all.
all. All of those little things that I wish I could have had growing up, I want to give to my daughter. I'm not this monster. I'm not the person that they say on social media. I'm not any of those things. I might not be a perfect parent. Nobody is.
You definitely won't be.
Let's talk Kardashians. Have you kept in touch with them at all?
No.
Is there any part of you that thinks about the relationship your mom would have with her?
Probably not. I'm gonna get the pause screen for y'all so
Confession.
y'all can see this, what we were
When we
talking
were with you
about.
last time.
Okay, see here? Do y'all see this here? It's like she has,
Nothing.
yeah, it's like she has like, and we're not being mean or funny or anything like that by saying this. Some women have this. This is not what we're trying to say. We're not trying to body shame anyone or anything like that. But she just has, these little chub rolls, these two little chub rolls, and her stomach is actually flatter than her breast. Her breasts poke out more than her stomach does. And that's where you changed your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't believe. That blows my mind. But he was never 100% that she was pregnant, but he was more leaning toward the side that she was. I was leaning more toward the side that she wasn't. And now we've kind of switched up a little bit, and we don't know what to think. We're just all kind of confused. But let's jump over to her Instagram for a second. It's going to kind of be the same clips, but different comments and stuff. We wanted to show y'all a few. Okay, here we are on Gyp's Instagram page, and you can see she took a picture while her and Kenny Boy were gone to Cali, California, on their little vacay, because she done a little speech, at the university. We all know that, at the University of San Francisco, or the San Francisco State University, and she took a little picture here in a bathroom somewhere, I don't know. Maybe that was while she was at Universal Studios. Who knows? But we're going to get back to that in just a second. But it was in a bathroom. But here she is being conceited. And I have a few things to say about that. But I wanted to show y'all a few comments from this picture right here. And the first one says, wow, it's really interesting that Gypsy Rose appears to have lost weight since she got pregnant. And then someone said, I've had 7 kids and I always get slimmer during pregnancy aside from the baby bump. That is, it's normal. Exactly, aside from the baby bump. Yes, a lot of women do get morning sickness in the first trimester. Some have it their whole pregnancy. And most of the time it gets a little better as your pregnancy progresses. But the key phrase that this girl said here that wanted to support Gyp said, aside from the baby bump. Your baby bump is not going to look like your, 14, 15, 16 even weeks, and then all of a sudden look like you're 32 weeks, a couple days later, and then go down to looking like you're around 24, 25 weeks, and then going back up to maybe 28, 29 weeks, and then going back down to completely nothing, and back and forth, and so on and so forth. Your baby bump is just not going to do that. It's just not possible. You literally have a human growing inside of you that has bones and everything, that's forming bones and growing bones and everything at this point. So it just can't happen. That's like the little chub rolls that we were pointing out a second ago on the podcast. When you go to sit down when you're pregnant and you've started showing, you can sit down and you can kind of slouch, which she was sitting up straight. So therefore, sorry, in my opinion, I think it should have been more prominent. It should have been more rounded and prominent, like, it was in the quote, mugshot photos that we think, not that we think, but that, look like mugshot photos being taken. But your stomach is not gonna just squish down, the baby, it can't do that. It just can't do that. It's just not possible. So I wish people would just stop with this mess. And then this person said, I am pregnant 20 weeks actually. I've been deathly sick the whole time and lost 65 pounds since 5 weeks. It's kinda normal. Just saying. Ma'am, if you have lost 65 pounds and you're only 20 weeks pregnant and you've already lost 65 pounds, you would be in the hospital so that the doctor could get nutrients to you and your baby at this point. Because if that's the case, like, you may have what's called hyperemesis gravidarum, which is basically like I don't want to say disease, but it's basically where you are so sick, very, very sick, where you can't keep enough food or drink down to get nutrients to your baby. So I don't necessarily agree with this comment. I just don't think that a doctor would let you lose 65 pounds without putting you in the hospital, at least for a few days, to get some nutrients back in you and get you back healthy again. And they also put you on medication if you have that as well. They would test you for it and everything. and they would put you on medications as well and keep a very close eye on you if that's what the issue is. Just medically speaking, like, that's fact. This person right here said, I personally think she should have gone longer to her psychologist or whoever she is seeing before she got pregnant and now going to have a baby. And then they said, yeah, I can have an opinion like everybody else on here. I don't know where the comment went that she was saying that to or replying that to, but they're getting deleted like crazy. And then someone says, that's true. She keeps putting life out here. She is asking for comments. You're exactly right. Yes, that is a good point. You're exactly right. She's putting her life all over national television and social media and everything else. So yes, people are going to have opinions about it. And yes, we can speak about it because she's the one that's choosing to put her personal life all over national TV and social media. So don't come after creators for covering her or anything like that, because it's not us that's giving her a platform. It's people like these podcasts that are paying her. It's people like the university that's paying her. It's people like her PO who's asleep at the wheel, like Sir Morbid X said, and just not giving a dang what the heck she does or where the heck she goes and not keeping track of her. In my opinion, she should have been made to wear an ankle bracelet or something and not been able to leave the state or whatever, so she could, here you go, hubby, stay in her corner of the earth and sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I mean, it's ridiculous. The next picture on her Instagram, it doesn't have any comments, of course, because she doesn't want to have to face reality and wants to live in a fantasy world. But y'all can see it's her picture here on stage at the university. And Dip Jip wrote, thank you to at San Francisco State, AS Project Bound, SFSU, for allowing me the opportunity to share my thoughts on prison reform, education, and advocating for positive change in the justice system. Okay, you are not advocating for change in the justice system, nor are you advocating for prison reform or anything else. You're not an advocate. Stop calling yourself that. That's why people get pissed off.
Miss Ma'am.
If you don't stop, messing with me, I'm gonna get you. I swear, you're not eating supper tonight. I'm just kidding. You need to for real stop messing with me before you go to bed without supper. Okay, y'all better help hubby because he's gonna go to bed without supper if he don't stop messing with me. But really, on a serious note though, her calling herself an advocate and saying she's advocating for things, it really pisses people off because netizens and us as a society want to see true remorse and change from you, Dip Jip, which you've shown none of. That's why we're upset, not jealous, and not, wanting your life or any of that BS bullcrap. It's none of that. It's we want to see change from you. And like I said, you've not done that. That's why we're upset and won't stop until you get some real intensive therapy like you claim that people coming out of prison need, including yourself, that you say you believe in so much, and show some true change for good and stop whining about wanting to change and actually do it. Your PR team sucks too, in my opinion. Red Banyan should be ashamed. Like, seriously, they should be ashamed as well as all these platforms allowing you to spew your lies and nonsense, because they should at least be telling you to put your dang boots on the ground. See the devastation the hurricanes have caused, for example, since you were saved from one. That right there would be something you could do advocating or advocacy work for, and help people. But you're not. But you should put your boots on the ground, see the devastation the hurricanes have caused, and see how you can help or donate money and time, because you have it. You have time and money to donate without being paid or filmed to do it, by the way. Or how about donate money to actual places and foundations that gave to you, like Habitat for Humanity and so many others. We know you've been turned down by several. They didn't want your blood money or your help or anything like that, so you've been turned down. But there are places that you could help with. But you only want to be filmed. You only want to do it if you're getting attention and money for it. And even just getting filmed doing it and getting attention for it isn't enough for you. You want to be paid to do it as well. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to be told this if you want to be a good person like you claim, Dip Jip. If you truly wanted to be a good person, you shouldn't have to be told this. You should just know it. It's common sense. You need to truly stand in your truth while you're looking in the mirror, like that picture we just showed y'all. While you're standing there looking in the mirror, being conceited and admiring yourself, you should truly take a look in the mirror with all those filters on your face, that you use. You should take a moment to take all those filters away and really take a good look in the mirror at the awful person you still are and ask yourself, what can I do to make a change with the platform that I have? Like, that's what any person would do, I would think, that would have that has a platform like that. This interview you're advertising for this podcast is just more money in your pocket, not for anything good. It's just for you to go on there and brag about apparently being pregnant or and being with Ken and having your boxed blonde hair dye on. Seriously, all you're going to do is say the same things yet again and whine about wanting to change and when you could and wanting the chance to change when you could actually give examples of what you're going to do and what you are doing and how you're going to do it and then stick to it and actually do it. You think you're doing something by talking at a school for a few minutes that you got paid for and had room and board and travel and food expenses paid for, then went to Harry Potter and Universal Studios. That's not advocacy, ding dong. Now you're trying to advertise that you and Ken are going to on this podcast, like I was saying, and you're not going to do any good with it. Get over yourself, Dip Jip. You know, as the narcissist you are, that you're doing nothing good with your platform, and you know good and dang well that all of us out here know that you're lying when you call yourself an advocate. You're only using it to put more money in your pocket, like we said. That's the only thing you're using your platform for. But here's an idea. How about instead of trying to make the next dollar, just sit down somewhere and get off the internet? What will it take to get this through your head? Seriously, dang. I promise we will survive without you, like Bree wants to say we won't. In our last video that we just posted, Bree wanted to say we wouldn't survive without Gypsy Rose Blanchard content. I promise you we would. That's absolutely insane. I promise we will survive without you being all over national TV and social media. Since you're not really wanting to have to do anything good, instead of spending your time buying bots and allowing your PR team to buy bots and allowing Bree or anyone else to go after people and creators that are simply calling you out on your true BS, why don't you advocate to stop the hate and be the bigger person, so to speak? Oh, that's right. The narcissist thing. You can't help yourself. That's it. Sorry, we forgot. She can't help herself. She's a narcissist and a pathological liar and so many other things. That's why, hubby.
Okay, that's why.
She makes me so mad saying she's an advocate for abuse and for prison reform and all this other stuff. Shut up. Here are a couple of pictures of Ken and Dip Jip in California, having a grand old time, having a vacation. Here's another one. I don't know what this is about. Like, you don't look cute. And just my opinion, just saying. We just clicked on the comments, and the first comment says, the same pants. Does she wear anything else? Several laughing faces. Wanna be Mia much? And then someone down here says, when are you going to start advocating? Yes, exactly. But then somebody wants to say, calm down and go advocate. Well, and then, someone else says, get off the internet, Donna, and do something productive and positive in your life besides trolling every single post of hers to insult her. Well, I've never seen this person on Dip Jip's other posts, but okay. But at least this person isn't all over national television and social media calling herself an advocate or calling herself something else good that she's absolutely not. Real quick, too, y'all, this whole thing that Dip Jip went to speak at the university for, it wasn't just about her. It wasn't a thing just about her. It was about, like, artists and stuff like that as well. Like, this says, singer and his wife persevered through these challenges presented by the incarceration system through his artwork. It was a way for him to show his love creatively. His cards over the years were featured in San Francisco State University's Project Rebound's 7th annual mural celebration held on Thursday. And that's just some of his art right there. I don't know what she's doing. I guess thinking she's Taylor Swift or something. Who knows? And it says over 50 people attended the prisoner monologues, partially filling the seats of Jack Adams Hall. But when Blanchard arrived, so did 200 more people shouting, I love you. Probably because they don't know her true story. Most people don't that want to sit there and take up for her. And it says Blanchard's experience as a formerly incarcerated person was not the traditional experience, as she had fans and fame awaiting her release to ultimately support a career as a influencer. But we all know she's not an influencer. She's just simply a bad influence on youth and young adults, like we did a video on. Anyway, and then it says you can read more in the link in the bio, but we don't need to read more about you, Dip Jip. But that was some pictures of her and Kenny Boy's trip to California. There's no pictures of them at Universal Studios or the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which you can see here. Tickets are $109 for, and we know there was at least the two of them. Krusty Christie might have tagged along. She normally tags along with Ken anywhere, so she might have tagged along as well. But these tickets are expensive. And that's not including the price to get into Universal Studios alone, much less go to this other theme park as well. So we just wanted to show y'all that as well. And then one more interesting thing about her lips. So Dip Jip wanted to claim that her lips look bigger because of her Charlotte Tilbury lip liner from Ulta and Sephora. But you can tell here, if y'all look at this picture close enough, it's not like she's overlining her lips or anything like that to make them look bigger. And also, if you go and look up pictures of people that's had, lip injections done, it's just a small needle and they stick it in several places around your lips. Some people get just the top lip done. Some people get just the bottom lip done. Some people get both done, whatever. But you can tell she's not overlining her lips to make them look big. So it's definitely not the lip liner, in my opinion. You can see how her top lip looks like it's poked out. And when you go back and look at our video of her on the news, and the news clip, when she looks to the side, you can definitely see her top lip poking out more. And you can see how above her top lip, between her nose and her top lip, that area, it's more smooth and not, as, pronounced or profound, like normal people's lips are. It's more just round, like she really has gotten some lip injections while apparently pregnant. Anyway, that's the last thing we wanted to show y'all. That's all we have for y'all tonight. So now we'll say, we hope y'all have a good night. We appreciate all of our subscribers and all of our new subscribers. Thank y'all so very much. And if you're not subscribed already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. We'll be in the comment section having conversations with all of you, or try to have conversations with all of you. And we appreciate every single one of you and all of our viewers and everything. And we will be back tomorrow with another very interesting video. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And we will see y'all in the next one. Have a good night and God bless.
Have a good night. God bless.
Bye.